Hey everybody, this is Deb with Truthification Chronicles, and I'm going to keep this one short. I'll tell you at the end. Anyway, this one is from a post that I made on my Truthification Chronicles Facebook page. So if you have Facebook, you can, take this post. It's public, so you can share it and let other people know what's going on. But something really big happened today, and I'd like to give you a heads up as to why it's so important. You might have seen that billionaire Jeffrey Epstein was arraigned and had a plea of not guilty. But don't worry, he got away with it back in 2006, 2008, but he's not getting out of it this time. A few months ago, people called all of this a conspiracy theory. Now we're seeing actual court documents to back it all up. What's he guilty of? Sex trafficking, including child sex trafficking. How did he do it? He owns a private island in the U.S. Virgin Islands called Little St. James and often ferried his guests there on his private jet. There are logs with names to verify that. The jet was given the nickname of the Lolita Express because he often staffed it with young underage girls to, quote, service these big names while flying. Who is connected to him? Many high-profile people across the world. Bill Clinton flew on this plane 26 times. Yeah, Bill, deny it all you want, but there are flight logs with your name on them. Will anyone else be indicted over this? Yes. The court just ordered over 2,000 pages of documents to be unsealed, and those will be made public as soon as the innocent get a chance to get their names redacted. Is there anything else to connect Epstein to the Clintons? Yes. Epstein claims to have co-founded the Clinton Global Initiative. Doesn't Trump have ties to Epstein? Yes. However, Trump never flew to Epstein's island and, in fact, banned Epstein from his Mar-a-Lago resort when Epstein was caught propositioning a young girl. Trump also was the only person listed in the flight logs who offered to help the investigators. Even Fusion GPS's Glenn Simpson considered the Trump connection a dead end because Trump didn't drink or do drugs like the others, so he was never involved with Epstein except for occasional social contacts. What other connections does Epstein have? It appears the plea deal from his previous conviction likely included a deal made to work with Mueller's FBI. It's probable he used his sex trafficking to obtain videos of high-profile people so Mueller could use the blackmail files as leverage to force compliance. So buckle your seatbelts, folks, because it's about to become the wildest ride you've ever been on. Timing? Likely this. And this is from the 17th letter of the alphabet who said this type of timing. I.G. Horowitz will soon release his report. Mark Meadows said last week it was done, revealing major FISA abuse and how the upper levels of our intelligence community worked with officials from the UK and Australia to stop Trump both before and after his election, because they knew if Hillary lost, all of this would come out. Then the Comey IG report will come out, recommending criminal charges for him. And once these two reports are out, we'll then see the declassified documents that have been kept from the public because they were being used in grand jury investigations. Okay, that's my speculation on that the reason we haven't seen them is because they have been used in grand jury investigations. But I think that's why there was such a big deal made out of it for the Mueller report, that grand jury material could not be released and, all of that. So I think that's why, and I'm pretty sure that's why we haven't seen a lot of things, because they've been, being used. So in order to be able to release them, they'll have to be done with the investigations, and the indictments will be unsealed. This will release those documents so the public will then be able to see them. And I think that's probably what's going to happen, that we're about to see this FISA abuse report. It all may not come out until August because once, the IG releases his report, then it has to go through all these intelligence community channels and stuff. So anyway, that's what I've got for you on this one. I realize it's kind of short and everything, but like I said, I explained to you at the end. You know that I have chronic fatigue syndrome, and there's something called post-exertional malaise. And when that hits, it's like being sick all over, and it usually for me hits like the second day afterward. Now, this is Monday that I'm recording this, and so today is the second day after Saturday when we had the big party for my dad and a cookout and family get together. It was really wonderful and I had a really good time, although it was hot. It was very hot. But, Dad's 91 now. Today is his actual birthday. And so I got to spend just a little bit of time with him today. But I was pretty tired, so I didn't stay as long as I wanted to. But anyway, so, and with the post-exertional malaise comes like this brain fog. So it's kind of like I'm fighting all of this fog, trying to find my way through and get my thoughts to be kind of coherent. And I actually had a whole big bunch of things on Jeffrey Epstein. And I was going to do the report last week and I, just didn't get to it. And so, yeah, kind of late now because like locking the barn door after the horse is gone. So, yeah, anyway, that's what I wanted to share with you. And, it's just, I'm not very coherent. I get stupid. It really is. And it's not so much that I need to sleep. I just have to lay down a lot. And so I'm kind of like this big lump most of the day. I've been trying to do some research, but there are a lot of articles out there about Epstein. And I have even the FBI vault has like a whole big list of documents about Epstein. So there's a lot I could put out there. And there's some things you probably haven't seen about him. But I don't know. I'm just going to kind of hang tight for a day or two and see if I can't get my energy back. It takes a little while, it takes a few days, but it'll come back. And until then, I'm at kind of a real disadvantage when it comes to reading documents and things, because it's like I have to read every line many, many times usually for it to make sense. If it's like in legalese and stuff. So, I'll get my brain back pretty soon. It just takes a while. So anyway, that's what I wanted to share with you. I know it's not up to my normal standards and I apologize for that. And so you don't have to remind me of that in the comments below because I already know it. And I'm just, trying to get something out there just to give you some information. And like I said, if there's so much happening with Epstein that sometimes it's easier if you just have a short little summary that you can send around to people, because I tried to distill it down. Obviously, there are links and everything that I could have put in here, but for the most part, I think most people wouldn't have gone to the links anyway, and they just want an overview. They just want the basics. Just the facts, ma'am. So anyway, that's what I've got for you on this one, and I want to thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you later when I have more of my brain back, okay? Bye-bye.